All right, guys. I have been missing, I guess you could say, the past uh, day, but I'm back. As you guys know, I'm never actually gonna leave. I'm gonna be doing. I'm never giving up with trading, and you guys all know that. But I have stuff in life that come up, and yeah, I didn't stream this morning, but I do want to stay consistent, which is why I'm here right now, backtesting live. So, with that, we're gonna review price action for the past 2 days. I know I did not trade well on Monday. Honestly, guys, I'm so sick of like the outcome. Like it doesn't matter, as I'm just gonna stay consistent and keep going. So. We're just going to review price action, see what happened, and learn. So, with that, hopefully, you guys enjoy. And yeah, I have a whole bunch of new buttons. What do these buttons do? You guys can't see. I can do pulls. Dang, that's kind of cool. Alright, anyway, we're going to review price action here. And look at what we had going on. Looks like we're almost in like some kind of accumulation on the higher time frame. So, okay, I'm going to be listening to music. And we need to make a new folder for today. And also a folder for yesterday. Because I don't have one. So, let's go ahead and do that. So, what even happened today? Let's get out S&P and YM. Because when I'm back testing, I can't use the indicator because it doesn't go back far enough. Okay. So, I guess I'll start with New York session. So, looks like we manipulated the lows and then we came back up to the highs. Pretty straightforward, honestly. Let's drop down. So, maybe today would have been tradable. Oh, but the thing about it is it was this crazy wick, huh? Let's just drop down a low time frame. Yeah, actually, this is looking like it might have been kind of hard. Yeah, so right at market open, we swing low. What trades did you find today? I did not trade today. Just had stuff come up, so I couldn't trade. But I'm getting back into things, and like I always say, I'm never giving up. I'm gonna keep showing up. Whether in the short term I don't show up for a day, it's irrelevant. I'm gonna be here indefinitely. But as far as finding trades, I did not trade this morning, so but we're gonna see what opportunities there were, and yeah, maybe there was, maybe there wasn't. It's kind of looking kind of gross, in all honesty. I mean, these were low resistance highs, so maybe you got on the charts and said, okay, like this is a good draw on liquidity. Like, this is a very simple approach to the market, but just identifying draw on liquidity and then saying, okay, we should go here, you know. It's a pretty simple way to identify where's the market want to draw to. It's just like, okay, where's the low resistance liquidity? Bang. So we can use this. So in the morning, let's say we got on the charts, we saw that LRLR. We're like, okay, market, decent chance I might want to go there. So that's the first step of what we could have done this morning. Now, Not sure I would have caught that, but something you could have done. So step 1, identify. This LRR was nice. We might have had an RTH, we might have not, I don't know. I'll have to check later. Alright, let's put this in the folder for Tuesday. You know what? This is the first presenter for Value Gap. Trade AM tomorrow or wait for FOMC at 2 p.m. Yeah, I might need to trade FOMC because it is FOMC tomorrow. I also got a ton of sleep. Like, that's why I'm streaming so late. I'm not trading right now, guys. I'm not trading right now. But I also got a lot of sleep last night. Or not last night, just now, because I crashed after work. That's why I'm streaming so late. So, I mean, maybe I could stay up for London or something, but I don't know. This is an idea. But yeah, we kind of popped down, inverse this gap, and then we dropped that LRR, inverse the first presenter for Value Gap. Did we have S&T with this low? Yes, we did. And now that is pretty significant. Not only is it just S&T, it's S&T with, looks like a data low or something. Was this the data wick? What the heck happened at 539? Either way, it's clearly some kind of looking like a data wick. So one thing I've noticed about data wicks is the S&Ts with them are super nice. I'm considering that data wick. And then we inverse the first presenter for Value Gap. What model do you use to find trades for Asia and London? That's a great question. So with Asia and London, it's slower. I really actually just love the 2022 model for Asia and London. It's because you'll typically just have, like, for London, it'll sweep out Asia low, and then we'll get the 2022 model back up. For Asia, I don't trade Asia unless it's very obvious that Asia is gonna be good. Meaning, like, there's, like, for instance, if there was a draw on liquidity, like LRLR off the left, and I see Asia's expanding to it, okay, then I would maybe trade Asia, right? Otherwise, I'm not trading Asia most of the time. London's nice because you will a lot of time get that pretty simple 2022 model, and so I like that. So this is weird because this inverses this gap with a red candle. I don't know, man. Strange stuff happened today. I don't know. Maybe there wasn't really anything obvious. Maybe there was. There's definitely not anything obvious, honestly, guys. Unless maybe we go down to the 15-second. It's possible that we got first strike back up. Actually, yeah, that's probably what happened here. Check this out. That's almost certainly what happened. Dang, bro. That is what happened. Market open wick. That would be the draw on liquidity. Okay, this is what I would take if I could. This is a London S&T. Or a 6-hour S&T. Yeah, wow, this was nice. So then, yeah, I think 15-second change in state. We actually go to a 5-second because it's probably needing that here. Not easy trade to catch, but very nice. Here's a 2022 gap here. Whew, wait a second. This is actually crazy. Look at this. This was a 15-second market maker buy model. Here's the 2022 gap. Do we have S&T at the low? We had S&T at the low. That's nuts. Was there S&T with this low? Asia's pumping. Maybe we should look at Asia for possible trades. We could do that. Yeah, this is crazy nice. Classic market maker buy model from the 2022 gap to the breaker to the high. So sometimes you do have to be paying attention on the low time frame, seeing, hey, are we getting a 2022 model? Oh, it was a 5-second one. Yeah, that's crazy. That's so nice. Oh, I need to get better at catching these. So we get first strike here. Oh, 5 second. And our drawn liquidity is the market open wick. So market maker buy model terminates here at the market open data wick. Or it's not a data wick, but market open wicks kind of act the same as data wicks. So I'd enter on the close. What a beautiful trade. Could you imagine taking this? Okay, let's screenshot this. So, first strike on the 5 second, aligning with the 1 minute. After we inverse the first line for value gap. Let's make a note of that. Did we have S&T at the low? I feel like we should have with this low. But I don't think we did. Strange. Yeah, so we had first strike here at 9:37. First strike, 1 minute aligning with the 5 second. Yeah, the drawn liquidity was just these low resistance highs here. We actually get another first strike usage, I think. but I don't know if I would take this one. Probably not. But what I'm saying is we retest it. Yeah, I wouldn't take it after coming all the way back down. But we do continue up off of that. Anyway, a weird day today. Not necessarily anything super obvious. There was that 5-second market maker buy model, but yeah, sometimes you gotta look for those. We should actually go back down to that. Let's actually go back down. I just want to take another screenshot to observe the market maker buy model specifically and not necessarily first strike. Because once again, we go from the low to the fair value gap to the breaker and fair value gap. This is probably an OTE. It's probably right at 0.705. Yep. See that? There's the 2022 model. Yeah, 5-second market maker buy model. We got liquidity sweep, breaker structure. For value gap, what more can you need? Okay, let's show how this could be that one model, Kufu stack. Now, here's the thing. We do not have a Phoenix at the low. I'm pretty sure we don't. So this is probably a 3-minute CRT as well. It almost certainly was. It actually looks like it was perfect. This is probably a perfect 3-minute CRT. Hang on. That's crazy. So this must have been... Yeah, because the 3-minute candle closed there. Oh, because... You know what? I guess you could consider this Dark Phoenix because the S&P is not invalid. Yeah, this is a Dark Phoenix type beat. I'm now realizing that that's possible. Alright. And the nice thing is it fits in with CRT. And where does the market maker buy model terminate at? The market open wick. So I'm just gonna put 933 Khufu stack on the 5 second. Wonder if that should be lined with anything. That doesn't matter. It's probably a 1 minute CRT as well. So we'll line it with the 1 minute. 1 minute, 5 second. Wait, what did I save it as before? I just used it as I just put the singular time frame. Okay. Let's put 5 second then. But low key market maker buy models kind of align with CRT sometimes. Yeah, this was just a 1 minute CRT. That's crazy. Like I go to the 3 minute, it probably was a 3 minute one as well. That's crazy. You can probably find it on the 30 second. We'll stick to the 1 minute. Bang. We go right back up. Should we take a look at Asia, see how it's going? So yeah, that 1 minute CRT would have been a nice confluence. Anything after 934 essentially is valid for longs. $9.34 1 minute CRT. And we dropped the CRTI. And I'm gonna use the opening price here because we got displacement. Alright, there we go. Alright, should we check out this Asian pump? I don't know. Oh, it was also 1 hour CRT, huh? That's pretty cool. So this is probably a market maker buy model on the 1 minute. It definitely was. We had stacked SMTs too. Dang. No wonder. Yeah, it's just a buy model. Previous day low SMT and London SMT. Obviously, it's always easier in hindsight, but yeah, look at that. Wow. Wow. Time and price aligned perfectly. So what I'm saying is we don't get 10 o'clock until this candle. And then that's exactly when we go down here. So market maker blind model with 1 hour CRT, and here's the 1 hour CRT. Our CRT going into 10 a.m. CRT, using CRT for bias is actually so nice. Okay. We could keep looking at price action from Tuesday, or we could look at price action from Monday. I'm not saying Tuesday was easy. I really don't think it was easy at all. At all. I think the main thing is right when 10 a.m. opens, we had that CRT, so you could have gone long. You know, one other thing I'm noticing is I would honestly consider this CRT. I mean, it's just such a nice candle range with an indecision candle that I know we don't take the low of the candle. I don't know if that matters, honestly. I don't think it does, honestly. Mostly because it's mostly just conceptualizing like liquidity, and because it's never going to be a perfect CRT. If it was, then everyone would be millionaires. It's just understanding what is likely to happen based off of the candles that formed on the high time frame. All right, let's go back to here. (12-8-25) Monday. So this is a 1 hour CRT going into 15. So yeah, starting now, I'm going to consider these CRTs. So I'm curious if we had like a... And then from here, obviously, the optimal entry would be under the close here. Interesting. What hour CRT going into 15 o'clock? Number 2. Okay. What happened on market open at yesterday? Oh yeah, that's right. I traded yesterday. Yesterday was actually super simple daily profile wise. I'm not gonna lie. From a daily profile standpoint, Monday was just a very easy AMD day. Right? We have accumulation, market open manipulates, once again, very textbook, and then we deliver to the drawn liquidity, which was these low resistance lows. It's like it always makes sense why market does what it does. So this is the AMD day is a specific daily profile, if you guys are wondering what I'm referring to. Where market will range sideways, and then market open will manipulate. I mean, we even had stacked SMTs and everything, so it's about as textbook as it gets. Crazy stuff, guys. Hey, someone's giving the celebrate emoji. Let's go. Genuinely. What up, Deep Trade? How's it going? Yeah, this is about as textbook of a daily profile as it gets. We have London 6-hour SMT here. I mean, look at this, guys. If you could just understand your daily profiles, you guys know how much easier trading would be. Now, like I said, I'm saying that from a place of I need to get better at it as well, because obviously I missed it, right? But very clearly, we have London SMT here. So SMT with the 6-hour high of London, and then we have a 90-minute SMT with the high between 7:30 and 9. So we have stacked time-based SMTs, and then we go lower. It's just that simple. I mean, some people will blame price action or whatever, and it's like, well, the market's going to do what it's going to want to do either way. So learn to figure it out. And then, yeah, we have low resistance lows down here, which is just very obvious drawn liquidity if you think about it. So very textbook AMD day on Monday. Do you work on quarterly theory? Yeah, I like using quarterly theory. Just makes sense to me. I do what makes sense first to me. And then, yeah, we had drawn liquidity below. Let's actually raise this up here because, I don't know, I just want it to look clean. Right now I'm listening to lo-fi, guys. Very vibey. But yeah, textbook AMD day. I wouldn't even be surprised if we went to a stat map level or anything like that. Yep. Looks like we went at least to probably the daily one. Yeah. How about the 4-hour? So I think this is something that will occur a lot on on AMD days is you'll hit that statistical manipulation level a lot. Why isn't it loading? Yeah, we hit both. So here's the 4-hour statistical manipulation. Yeah. Makes sense why it happened the way that it did. I wish someone could just hint me the daily profile, like, yo, today's gonna be an AMD day. like I could probably figure out what to do from there. Fortunately, there's no. I mean, as far as I know, there's no secret code to know the daily profile. Maybe there is. I don't know. That'd be cool. And then yeah, we go to the daily manipulation level as well. And then we go down to those low resistance lows. We probably use some kind of 1 hour key level within this. Anyway, I think this is about as far as I'm gonna go, but clearly you guys can see the daily profile here. All right. This is a very obvious AMD day. I wish someone could just tell me the daily profile ahead of time. It'd be so nice. Beautiful AMD day. And then even like timing wise, like Judas swing happened right at market open. We delivered lower. We had a 15-minute balanced price range. Maybe even you could consider this an order block. I don't know. It doesn't really matter to me. So the way you could take this is 15-minute BPR and then 1 minute change in state. Yeah, that's so nice, actually. So yeah, here's the Judas swing, 9:30 to 9:33. We get 1 minute change in state here. So how to trade this daily profile, we can use flow state. And then, yeah, very obviously, this was a. Trying to think of the word. I lost my train of thought. Oh, Judas swing. Yeah. So from 9:30 to 9:33 ish, we have this Judas swing. That's nice. That is really nice. And then yeah, I like this 1 minute change in state. I'm almost curious if we have a first minute for value gap. We do, but not until way later actually. Huh. So I'd probably go stop loss like that. I don't know. It's kind of a weird way to do it. Yeah, I would project out this final up close candle like pin bar. This is a pin bar. I'd project out that pin bar, and then I'd go 4 projections. So this was also a pin bar trade, I'm pretty sure. We'll look at that in a second, but I'm pretty sure this was a pin bar as well. Guys, we're just getting incrementally better. That's all that matters to me. So I'd go stop loss above the pin bar. Yeah, I think the pin bar is an easier way to trade this, honestly. So let's actually redo this, but we'll show the pin bar. So 940 flow state retest, 15-minute aligning with the 1 minute. Okay, pin bar is way more obvious. So let's actually take this and use it to mark the pin bar. Yeah, I like that. Then we can use this. Once we get this closed beneath, we just pop in at that retest. I guess you could also use the higher red one. So 937 pin bar on the 1 minute. Let me ask Javier. Okay, this one's also a nice pin bar at 937. We'll just mark it out as 938. Yeah. Oh no, it's actually 939 that we hit it. Okay, 939 pin bar, 1 minute. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, guys. Actually, I might just end the stream. Yeah, probably just end the stream. I need to get up to live trade. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. Most likely for good. Who knows? I kind of got a lot of sleep already because I crashed after work. So maybe I'll trade London. I don't know. Maybe I'll come back, but probably not.